Shut up and sit down.
Coming to you from Industry Sound Studios here in Modesto. I just got a new shirt from Jeremy Renner Store. It's the Mchenry Man Show. How's it going, guys? I'm Chris Mitchell.
It's going good, man. How you doing?
Shit, chilling. How y'all doing?
That's right.
Good.
We're doing good. Trying to stay cool in this hot weather.
And this is Bobby. This is Julian.
Yep, you can call me Clark James if you will, please. That's my alias.
Most definitely Jhoul over here, Nora Jhoul. Be out
There
here
you go.
rapping, you know.
Julian from fucking Quentin Tarantino movie, right? Jules. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
So you came from Denver? Did you live there all your life?
Not really. San Jose mostly.
Okay.
I lived there and
The
whatnot.
shark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta love the Sharks, man. Out here, if they win a fucking game, it'd be cool.
I know what.
You know. But I mean, for the most part, like, you know, New Orleans, moved around a lot. Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, that's what's up.
All that stuff.
The South.
I mean, yeah, man. My
The
mom's
dirty.
from the South. You
Yeah,
already know,
yeah,
man.
that's
Get
what's
that
up.
Creole food. Get the, you know,
Yeah.
nice little beignets. You know.
Yeah, I spent a week in New Orleans for Mardi Gras.
You liked it?
Oh hell yeah.
It was all right. You know, I'd like to go back when it's not Mardi
Not
Gras.
Mardi Gras. Huh?
I feel you, man.
It's too packed, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad packed.
It's like if can't fucking sardines, man, can't move nowhere. And there's always something jumping off, huh? Always. Yeah, I used to watch that shit in Cops. You know, see the titties and shit with the beads and all that, man. Hell yeah.
Man. Most
Yeah.
definitely.
I've seen Modesto on there before a few times too.
Oh yeah.
For real?
Oh yeah, yeah. They
Damn,
used
man.
to when they did that fucking jail show, you know what I mean? They used to do the jails. They'd go to cities and shit and put the jail cell and
Modesto was in the
yeah,
jail
yeah.
shit?
I used to have a crazy ass lunatic homie, man. He was a juggalo at the time, you know what I mean? And he had his fucking face paint all over his face and shit, you know. And he was staring at the camera, and he was just like, I don't know, man. He was doing some weird shit, like demonic shit, you know what I mean? Like he was just talking and slobbering and all kinds of weird shit, bro. He was out there, man. That was the same cat I was telling you about that shot the cat with the fucking 12 gauge.
Oh wow.
What the fuck? 12 gauge.
Yeah, back in the day, man.
The homie's doing a little bit too much on that.
Oh yeah, you ain't lying.
Man,
Yeah.
But I mean, shit. Recently in New Orleans, they didn't recently have, like, you know, since everybody coming from Mardi Gras and whatnot, like they got a lot of people just like camping out and claiming certain spots in the city.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand how the fuck you claim a spot in the city and shit when it ain't your spot.
Right.
It's the cities, but they essentially, like, you know, camp there.
Was it like just homeless people in tents and shit? Or
Oh,
just...
it's like people from out of town, like
Oh, yeah?
Tennessee, you know,
Okay,
all that and
okay.
whatnot. They just sit
Yeah.
there all night, kind of like you waiting for some J's in line.
So they're trying to like take the fucking shit over like from the locals.
Pretty much,
Yeah,
at the end of the day. But I mean, you
Yeah.
get to see some nice fights. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, I bet.
So.
Yeah, I bet, man. Yeah, I bet.
At the hotel we stayed at, it was a pretty nice hotel. It was like real old, but it
Which
was
one you stayed at?
nice. I don't know. It was real old though, but it was real like nice
Real
old.
nice,
Yeah.
So the outside was kind of messed up, like just a little bit.
Little bit, yeah. But they did have a cop inside the lobby. I guess that's
believe
normal.
That shit with the voodoo
Yeah.
and all that to be over there. I
believe that too. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
In a
I
heartbeat,
definitely
man.
believe
Yeah.
that, man.
Yeah, because Louisiana, man, could get crazy, man. A lot of poor folks over there, man, in different sections. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
A lot of poor, I mean, a lot of poor folks anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
But
right on that.
when you get a million motherfuckers together in one city, it's just all bad. Nothing good
Yeah.
comes out of that.
For real, man. And it's
Yeah.
crazy because, like, the downtown area, like, you know, where Mardi Gras and everything
Yeah.
else happens, like,
Is that the-
Chapatoulas,
They call it the what district? The
Canal Street.
Canal Street. Is that
Yeah,
like?
that whole little strip where everybody
Isn't it
comes
called like something
Yeah.
though, like Bourbon Street
Bourbon-
district?
Oh yeah,
or-
you got
Yeah.
Bourbon, like that's the inner, like when you going into the French Quarter. And
Oh,
whatnot.
French Quarter, yeah, that's what I'm thinking
So
of.
when you go
Mhm.
into the French Quarter, it's like right next to Canal Street and whatnot. And I mean, I went to school over there, International High School, you know, turn up, all that. But you know, it was nice, man. But you occasionally see some crazy ass motherfuckers.
Oh,
over
no
there.
I
doubt.
bet, man. Yeah, I bet.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, not as crazy as over here. I just seen some strong out
Oh,
people.
I bet,
over
bro.
here.
You see some shit over here.
Yes,
huh?
man.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
seen some shit.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
Straight
man,
fucking lunatics, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're gonna put them in lunatic
Yeah,
category over here.
right,
Because over there,
zombies.
it's like, they over there smoking weed, they doing,
Right.
like, you got a couple
Yeah,
people
yeah.
doing the shit.
They're doing their
but-
shit, you know, they're hustling and shit.
Yeah,
and
man. But the
trying to
first time,
survive.
like, I ever
Yeah.
heard of some Calvin Klein shit over here, I was like, what the fuck is Calvin Klein, yo? And the homie was like, man, it's cocaine and Special K. I'm like,
Right.
what the fuck is
Or
that?
white girl.
What? So what's
Yeah, like,
Yeah. They got their
what's Special
fucking
K? Is that like
legals,
ketamine
man.
or something? Or?
Yeah, you know, like the little horse tranquilizer and all that stuff
Okay.
and everything. So I'm like, motherfuckers is mixing that together.
Shit, fuck
like,
that
that's
shit up.
strong, yo.
That's
like,
enough to put a fucking elephant
yeah,
down, man.
man,
Good.
elephant OD, like,
Yeah. And fucking Dumbo over there flopping like a dead fish out of water and shit, man.
for real,
Look,
though,
that's
man.
just crazy.
But I mean, New Orleans is cool. Like, I feel like if you stay in like certain areas and whatnot,
Free C murder.
yeah,
Most
and don't
definitely.
get caught up on like certain, little things and whatnot. Cause them Haitians ain't no joke over there.
Right.
They really ain't. Like, either you got the Haitians that do voodoo, or you got the Haitians that's really
Yeah.
with the shits.
But I like going into those shops and they sell all that voodoo stuff. That
Yeah.
stuff's cool. Yeah.
It is cool, man. It's
It
definitely
is cool. That's just cool.
Yeah,
That's hella cool.
for real.
Like the
Huh?
scene on Bad Boys. Where it's so, you got me in this small ass room, these pissed off Haitians.
For real, for real.
You know what else I like about New Orleans is there's so much music. Like you can walk down any
Right.
corner and there's all these street musicians.
That's
It's
true.
awesome.
Yep,
Especially
that's
like
pretty cool.
the people that like do the little robot things when they're like in statues. And
Oh yeah, like mimes. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that. It'd be crazy.
Yeah,
'cause,
it's pretty
like,
cool.
Yeah, man.
They got that shit kind of like in Frisco too, off the pier
Mhm.
over there. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's
Damn,
cool, man. It's kind of like that. It's like the same similarities over there. You know,
Shit,
just
I'm
off the
not-
pier though.
Just,
You
he
get-
said just
I'm
off the
serious.
pier.
You get any farther from that, man, you're in the city. Well, you're in the city anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you're
yeah.
like in the fucking outskirts of it. You know. And
Damn.
fuck, man, they have people come through all over different cities, different countries and
Mhm.
shit, and they have them go over there. They're tourists, you know. And so these guys, these street fucking performers, get
Mhm.
paid. They do fucking dances. They dress up as robots and all kinds of shit, man.
Damn,
It's off the
I'm
hook.
at the mob.
It's cool,
down,
bro.
like, for real.
Yeah,
for
it's
real, man.
what, Pier 39?
Yeah.
Pier 31, something like that. Yeah,
Damn,
Yeah, it's cool, bro.
man.
You
I'm
like
gonna
it,
have
man.
to check that
that
shit
kind of
out.
reminds me of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely have to check it out, man. Cause I know for the most part, like when I really be looking at like, cause I went down there once when I came to visit my parents when they were living in Richmond and whatnot up there. And
Right,
everything.
right.
So like when I went over to San Jose, San Francisco, I was like, what the fuck? Like this shit is packed as fuck, and I ain't been there since
It is
I was
packed.
a youngin.
It is
like,
packed. Yeah.
It's crazy,
Yeah.
man. And I'm just like, yo, there's too many. And I mean, I'm one of those people who like who could stay into like a party scene and whatnot, but after a while, I'm just like, yo, it's claustrophobic as fuck. Like,
Right,
I'm
right. I feel it, man.
Here, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Especially if you blown all day, and all that shit. Like, it's just too much.
Yeah, I don't mind the party either, bro. I just don't like bump to bump. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like shoulder to
that's
shoulder
really
and shit.
what it is.
Yeah, I
Especially
hate
on
that
a
shit.
BART, man.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yo, there's too many motherfuckers on
Yeah.
the BART.
Yeah.
Like, too many, but.
Oh, that BART got crazy.
I haven't done it in a while.
Oh yeah, there was a shooting on the fucking BART last
Oh
year.
wow.
Yeah, they have cops on the BART now. They got security on the BART,
Well,
armed cops.
Wait,
and
what?
security.
Remember that one in Oakland?
Crazy.
They made a movie about it.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
the
know,
Fruitvale
um,
Station.
Yeah, what's his
yeah,
name? Michael B.
Fruitvale
Jordan
Station.
played.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
girl
it's a
live
good movie
like to
too,
be
man.
Jordan.
That's a good ass movie.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy, man.
Creed.
What happened with the shooting over there though?
Just
Oh, no.
some just went nuts, man. You know what I mean? That's how people are, bro. They're fucking savages,
Damn,
bro.
man.
Fucking,
fucking
they just don't give a
crazy.
fuck.
I
You
don't
know?
know about taking no fucking BART. I be trying to sell
Yeah,
gas and
yeah.
shit, but
There's all kinds of stories on this fucking BARTs, man. You go on like social media and shit, you'll see all kinds of shit, you know? They have to have cops there now. They have to have armed security and shit now, you know, for protection. And half the time they don't do shit anyways because they're outnumbered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, might
One
as well
fucking
get
cop
paid.
against fucking 300 people. What the fuck? You know?
Hey,
And especially with guys fucking shooting off a strap.
that's true. That's very true.
So,
Right
you know,
on that.
it's just be careful you take the BART now.
Damn, man.
So you said you live pretty close to here?
Yeah, man, I live off down near, where is it? That Burger King? You know the Burger King at?
By Salida? I mean, we're pretty much by
yeah,
Salida.
pretty much by Salida.
Yeah.
But Burger King and the Save Mart, I guess there's a 7-Eleven there. I don't know the street too exactly right now, but
Can't picture it.
It's by Salida?
it's
Off
pretty much
Salida
by
or-
it. It's pretty much by it. It's near
Oh.
the mall, pretty much.
Yeah,
almost
he's
close
it's
to
on the
mall.
corner.
Yeah,
It's on the corner on the left side or right side, huh?
yeah, on the right side.
Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
It's
on the
pretty much
corner.
Pretty
the
close
mall.
to the mall?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not too far. Yeah, it's
I'm
over
like-
there by the freeway.
Yeah, I'm like 10
Yeah.
minutes away from the mall at most if you walking. Driving, if you really pushing like maybe 3-4 minutes.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
wow.
Oh shit! You're that
Yeah.
close in, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty
Okay.
close, man.
Okay, that's
I
what's
mean,
up,
definitely
yeah.
saw that shit that happened yesterday at the mall.
Yeah,
and
hey
whatnot,
man, I was gonna speak on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
No,
hear about that?
no, I didn't.
Yeah.
Damn, man, it was crazy, bro. I ended up had to go call my girl called me and she was like, "Yo, like somebody ended up quote unquote shooting at the mall and whatnot," which really didn't happen.
It didn't happen. Yeah, there was no shots fired, but people just fucking made it into rumors and shit.
Pretty
Spread
much.
it real quick.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, and it wasn't really a big thing. Like I think somebody like what they said was somebody took a hammer and like
Smash the window.
yeah smashed the window to a jewelry store, and I think
The
it's like
casing, yeah.
in the entryway where that Sprint is, like coming in from the where is it the Coach and where that Mac store is at, in the Buckhorn place.
I haven't been to the mall in a bit.
I know, me too. But I know where the jewelry stores are.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah. So I mean, they said that they smashed that and whatnot, and they couldn't find the people at all.
Yeah, they got away.
Yeah, and
Yep.
there's like.
But they didn't take any jewelry,
Oh
or
yeah.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. I'm
They
like,
took the jewelry.
Yeah,
Oh, they
Yeah.
did?
they took
Yeah.
it, but they couldn't find them. But there's like 9-10 sheriffs over there and whatnot.
Right. Yeah, they blocked it all off, man.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And when I
Yeah.
tell you, like, the mall was like, I went into the mall. I think I went in through Forever 21 because I'm like, there's too many damn cops. I'm not fucking with this shit. So,
Yep.
I'm
Hell
like,
yeah.
I went through Forever 21. There's like maybe 6 or 7 sheriffs sitting up in there, and like the whole store is empty. The whole mall is pretty much empty except for people that really want to see.
So they
what's
pretty
going
much
on.
almost evacuated the mall.
Yeah.
Then, huh?
Pretty much
Yeah.
at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it was crazy because
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just like,
crazy. Yeah.
why are y'all still coming up in here?
Right.
And I mean, it was just too much for me at the end of the day.
I
was
feel it,
like,
man.
yo, you need to get off of work. We need to fucking go home.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you said something about you were in Denver for your girlfriend, or?
Yeah, I was in Denver for a little bit and whatnot. Like, I ended up, well, I met her in 8th grade, so, you know, I've been just talking to her. since
Junior
then
high
and whatnot.
sweethearts.
Yeah, man, you know.
How old are you now, bro?
Man, I'm 24, about to be
Oh,
25
24, all
pretty
right,
soon.
that's what's up.
So, you
Yeah.
know, I'm definitely trying to make my way in life and shit.
Oh
and
yeah. No, I
whatnot.
feel it, man. I
But,
understand completely, bro.
You know, I met her in Denver. We kicked it there for a little bit, like 5-6 years and whatnot, because I used to live there when I was younger. So I met her there when I was a little younger and whatnot. Moved back, and then pretty much, like, we just been kicking it since then. Been trying to do this music thing. She been doing a little fashion, you know, pen thing and whatnot.
That's what's up.
And we just getting it, man. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, like, definitely getting it. It's definitely a culture shock from, like, Denver
I bet.
to here.
I bet.
Like,
Yep.
a lot of people here are like a lot more. How can I say, like, they're a lot more cooler, like, than Denver.
Did you catch
Oh.
Denver? Really?
Yeah, like,
Oh, shit.
I was gonna think
Damn.
Denver would be pretty laid back. You got
yeah, you got
first,
the
like
tree.
one of the first places to legalize
Right.
weed.
hell
Right.
no, man, motherfuckers is over there just chilling,
Yeah,
chiefing.
well, it's
and
true though
going
because
on.
the fucking Colorado is like considered the wild wild west of fucking the United States. It's been that way for like 10 years or so. You know what I mean? Because of the gun laws and
Yeah,
shit,
pretty
and fucking
much.
everybody just roams free with fucking firearms and shit,
It's
like Texas.
kind of like, yeah, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, they be doing a little extras over there and whatnot. But I mean, as far as like the weed thing, and even with the shrooms thing that they just got done with the mushrooms
Right.
and all that, like a lot of people are moving there, and it's like the downtown area that was like 16th Street and whatnot is pretty much just becoming a homeless area. Like it's gotten to the
Oh, okay.
point. Yeah, it's gotten to the point where they're trying to do like FEMA camps. And like keep these people up in certain areas so they can have a place to
You
stay.
see the
and
FEMA
whatnot.
camp we got down
Yeah,
here, right?
I saw that.
Isn't
And
that
whatnot. I heard
crazy?
it got like demolished and then it came right back.
Oh, they
again
made a
and
bigger
whatnot.
one?
Yeah, I
Nah,
heard about
that's
that.
Yeah.
that's not a FEMA camp, dude.
No,
That's
I know it's not FEMA
that's
camp.
Fire Festival too.
I know. It is, bro. It's crazy. And fucking the majority of those people ain't even from here, bro.
And it's
They
crazy.
get bust.
Yeah, you right
Yeah.
about that. You definitely right
Yeah.
about that. I had a homie, not too long ago when I was at my job. He a veteran and whatnot. He was telling me that he had a dude that was from New Orleans that came over here for a job and whatnot. Why he came from New Orleans to here is beyond me. But
Right.
he came over here and he was looking for something and didn't really work out and whatnot. So he was just gathering up money for like a
Right,
year
yeah,
or so and
yeah.
whatnot to get this Greyhound ticket. Come to find out, he gets this ticket and whatnot. He brings this random ass fucking chick with him and whatnot back to New Orleans. And I'm like, I don't think your fam gonna fuck with that, bro. But it is what it is at the end of the day and whatnot.
Was she
But-
from here?
No, yeah, she's from here. and
That's
whatnot.
why.
So basically, he just found her here. and
But
was
that
like-
still's not doing too good in the races, folks.
But it was crazy. I was just like, yo, there's a lot of people that's over here and whatnot, I definitely see like potential in Modesto. Like definitely, like they got as far as compared to Denver, as far as the music scene, as far as like podcasting, as far as like what do you want to do, like certain things and whatnot. Like Modesto, as small as it is compared to Denver, like they got a lot of people that support each other here. In Denver, like if you shooting some music or if you doing something, motherfuckers ain't gonna support you at all. Like
Not at all,
whatsoever. Like
yeah.
whatsoever.
They hating on you
Pretty
right away,
much,
huh?
like you tell them that you rap. Like I can
Right.
tell you right now, I was kicking at the studio with this with this dude. His name's Dominic, and he a homie. Like to me, he's a homie, but he got people that surround him and whatnot. Like they don't really, they use him for his studio,
Right.
and they don't pay him. And he
Yeah.
don't really say nothing because he that type of guy who's just like, all right, you know, you over here, we gonna do this, we gonna do that, da 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 da.
Right.
But he don't never get paid at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, if you over here just
doing that shit for free.
yeah, pretty
basically.
much. And
Yeah.
like, you know, he got his grandparents' house, like, and I've been with this motherfucker since like he was living out the studio of his mom and dad's house. Got his grandparents' house on top of a garage that he don't even use, and he used it as a studio. So it's like, man, you didn't got to come up and shit, but you still got motherfuckers not paying you for
Right.
certain shit and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
So,
There's a bunch of leeches.
Yeah,
Man.
once you, if I speak from experience,
Yeah.
like there's a lot of money involved in putting something like this together. So
I'd imagine. Yeah, I definitely imagine. Like,
Definitely could be, man. I mean, it all depends on how you want to take it. You know what I mean? Now your cat, you know what I mean? Your homie right there, man. It seems like he just loves what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He's into beats. He's in that fucking life. You know what I'm saying? But then when you're in that life, there's also motherfuckers that will leech on you too. Quick.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
for real, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, there were certain points where, like, you know, I never placed to record and whatnot because, like, you know, the neighbors below me, I lived in an apartment complex, so me and my homie was just starting shit. Like, we was just making music, da 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 da.
Right.
People downstairs was like, y'all too loud. Like, I even had, like, the person downstairs, this motherfucker. Like,
Yeah,
it's
because
crazy.
that's how complexes are,
Yeah.
man. They're just fucking together.
It's crazy, man.
Banging on the fucking roof
Yep.
with a broom and shit.
Exactly,
You know what I'm
man,
saying?
exactly.
Yeah.
Like I had one day, man, this motherfucker came up and we was blowing like loud and shit. Probably the first place I was ever to like blow tree in my apartment complex, open the window, not have nobody say shit. So like
Right.
we was blowing loud.
Yeah.
Came up and you know we was doing the music and shit. He was like, "Yo, man, you guys are fucking like super loud, like da 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 da, like you're very very loud. Like you know what, man? It'd be cool if you
Music's
turn
loud,
it
man.
down."
You know what I mean? Music's loud, bro.
hankering for a snack.
Yep. Snack time?
Yeah.
These take one, wait an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
no shit up, for real.
Oh, is this
Yeah.
like childproof over here?
Nah, bro.
Oh, those are hard
See,
to
those
open.
are hard to open,
Yeah, I
but
was like, this child.
the trick is right here, man. And I'm gonna show everybody in here in fucking TV land too. Just fucking boom.
Damn.
You
man.
open it right there,
That's
bro.
cold-blooded right
It took
there.
me a couple tries. You know what I'm saying? I had fucking dude over here help me out, you know? I'm like, open this for me, sir.
What the God?
Yeah.
God damn.
But,
Yeah, Brian said he was gonna bring me some DMT, but then he didn't show up.
Man, flaked on you, huh? Yep.
Well, DMT. I ain't heard that in forever. Shouldn't have that, but.
Have you heard about it?
Oh, I heard
I heard about it. Good. All right.
Maybe I'm
Yeah.
shit in Denver and whatnot. First
Oh,
time
no
I had
shit.
it, man.
Oh, that's what's up.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh man, that shit.
I know. Hey.
Yeah, no, it's not recreational. It's like something else. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely not recreational. No.
Need to
No.
be fucking
It's
around.
it's something you want to experience, I guess, on your own. You know what I mean? Individuality type shit. You know?
Yeah, it definitely ain't like no acid shit, man.
Well, there we go again. That's not recreational either.
Man,
though.
it ain't, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
But-
Just ask Jimi Hendrix. Shit, he knows.
Man, that
You
shit
know what I
is crazy, bro. I think I had that one time, bro, and I was like with the homies and shit, and it was, I had a homie off the shit, bro, driving, and I was like, yo, man, these lights is trailing. I don't know how the fuck you driving, bro, but
Yeah,
all power
I bet,
to you,
bro.
man.
Yeah,
For real,
Yeah.
man. But it's crazy, man, cause like,
the fucking magic carpet ride, huh?
bro, it was a crazy ass magic carpet ride, man.
Yeah.
Like I got back home after that night, bro, and I'm like, fuck, man, it's fucking 6 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why the fuck am I up so early and shit, bro? And it's like, I'm looking at this, like, because I got a little stereo in my room at this time and shit. So I'm like, on the stereo, it has a little clock, and I'm just looking at it, bro. It was like 4:20 something. I looked at
Oh
it.
shit.
Man, I look at it again, bro. It's like 6:20. I'm still up. I'm like, I need to go to sleep, man.
Right.
The homie's
Yeah.
still, like, you know, up and shit. I'm like, yo, man, I'm going to sleep. Fuck that shit.
Tripping balls, son.
Tripping
Tripping.
hard, man.
Yeah.
In my own thoughts, I'm like, I don't like this.
Right. Yeah. And then the bad thing is though is once you already fucking took it or ingested it or
Yeah.
let it melt, whatever you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Then fucking, it's in your system now. You just gotta ride it.
Pretty much, man.
You
You,
know what I
can't
mean?
even like. I try to sleep it off, and I'm like, I can't even go. To
No,
sleep.
you can't. Hell nah.
You know what?
It's not a fucking downer. That's why.
Yeah,
True.
I've never done a psychedelic, but I have they were making these brownies that you could buy at the shops before. They're like some ridiculous amount of THC, and it was like
Right,
super
yeah.
potent.
Yeah.
And I just took like a bite of one, and I was like, I felt like I was hallucinating like all night. I couldn't sleep. I was just
No.
like, it was crazy.
They will fucking make you trip, man. They
Yeah.
straight up a brownie.
Oh, they don't even sell them
Oh,
anymore. They outlawed them. The
No
ones that I
shit.
took, yeah.
That bad, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
I need to try that.
That's
shit,
probably like
man.
99.9% THC.
For
You know
real,
what I'm saying?
for real, man.
And put one little chocolate morsel in that motherfucker, you know?
For
Mix it
real,
up,
bro.
shit.
That sound like when I just came back over here, man. I had some Captain America strain.
Oh shit,
bro.
that's what's up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
ain't never had it before.
Me neither,
so I
bro.
was
Yeah,
like,
I'm still waiting.
this
My
shit
Avengers
sound
out there
good.
somewhere.
Hey, for real, for real.
Bobby,
man.
is your camera still pointing at you?
Yeah, it's good, man.
Okay.
I believe. I mean, I'm looking at it. You know
Okay.
what
It
I'm
look good
Yeah.
to me over here.
saying? Yeah, yours good, bro? Yeah, yours good, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
all right.
know.
That's
But
what's up.
yeah, man, I was just like, damn, this shit's fresh as fuck. Like, and it's crazy because it didn't really look that appealing and shit. So I was
Oh,
like,
yeah?
I don't know if I really wanted it.
Oh, no
and
shit.
everything,
Okay.
but, you know, I I put it in the backwood and whatnot. I think I rolled like maybe 5 grams of that shit in the backwood. And I was like,
Damn.
yeah, let me
More
smoke
than
this
8.
real quick, yo.
Yeah.
I smoked it, man. I'm like,
No shit. Is that
shit,
good, huh?
man. I ain't never had. I think it was like OG and some other shit mixed together. It was some other
It
kush
was
mixed
like a
together.
hybrid then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, okay.
But it was just Captain America. I was
Yeah.
like, I feel like a
all
fucking
right.
Avenger.
See, that's
yo.
what. Yeah, exactly, bro. Where's my fucking shield?
Pretty much.
You know what I mean?
Like,
That's why they call it Captain America then, man, because the hybrid is just mixed together. You know what I'm saying?
that
I
shit
thought maybe
crazy.
it was like indica or sativa myself. You know what I mean? Because I know somebody that's doing it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that has some Captain American shit. You know, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck's Iron Man?
For
You
real,
know?
for real,
But
man.
hey, cool. That's what's up. Can't wait.
Hey,
You
I'm
know
gonna have to
what?
bring some over for you guys and whatnot. For
Oh
real,
hell
for
yeah,
real.
yeah. Hey, we like perks over here. you
For
know,
real, man.
this man's still waiting for his fucking DMT, man.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is,
It
how
was,
long?
it was getting so fucking, you know what I mean? He's been waiting for so long, bro. We're gonna go fucking LA, and he was in a fucking the dude we knew that was doing this with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
At
yeah.
the time, he knew somebody, and he was gonna hook him up. You know what I mean? Me,
Damn,
I
man.
just wanted to go to fucking Eazy-E's fucking grave and pay respects.
I
you know
feel
what I mean?
that. Smoke up a
Yeah,
blunt and
yeah,
shit.
that'd
I
be
already
cool.
know, man.
Yeah.
I already know.
Mhm.
For real. That's a long trip, though, to LA, man. I gotta make
I
that
know
shit
it
in
is.
October, so I already
Yeah.
know, man.
Yeah, it's changed. The plan changed. Out there.
For real, for real.
But it would have been cool, man. It would have been cool. You know?
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll have
See,
to figure out something else for a road trip.
Yeah, most definitely, man.
Shit,
Yeah.
man. Y'all fuck around and go to Vegas, man. That's where I'm going. in October.
You know, I always think I'm gonna like going to Vegas. Every time
Yeah.
I'm there, I'm just like, this place is just full of scumbags. It's like
I feel you on
everywhere you
that.
turn around, every place you go, they're trying to rip you off. It's
Oh,
just
yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
I would definitely
That's true.
go with the homies and shit. I don't really like. Yeah, I understand you on that because I've definitely had my experience over there and shit with some like people like, especially going by yourself and whatnot.
In
and,
Vegas?
like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And trying to like figure out your way or get like make network and shit
Right,
with people.
right. Yeah,
But
mingle with people.
most people
Yeah.
over there just be like trying to get over you, like you said, man.
Yep.
Get the money and shit,
Yep.
and it's like, bro, like I ain't even from here, so
Right. Yeah.
I prefer y'all to just be cooling with me and whatnot.
And that's funny you say that, bro, because I don't care wherever you go, anywhere on this fucking planet, man. If you don't belong there, the locals, they automatically know. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yep.
If they see weakness and fucking,
Mhm.
they will attack you. Maybe not fucking physically, but mentally, they'll try to get one over on you.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Shit. Stupid.
Yep.
Stupid. But shit, how was your how was the Vegas experience? Because I mean, it's different for everybody.
I
so.
mean, I've never really had a great time there. It's
Oh,
just,
shit, really?
I've been like 4 times. Every
Damn,
time
man.
I'm like, I'm gonna have fun. And I get there, and I'm like, even like the businesses are trying to rip you off. So it's just
Right.
like,
Damn, not
Yep.
bad, huh?
Hell yeah, look at Pawn Stars, man. Them
Oh
motherfuckers rip the
shit,
shit out
yeah,
of you,
that's
man.
true. They all from
Yeah.
over there, and shit.
Yeah.
I be forgetting about
They
that.
ain't playing on their show, bro. They'll fucking for this computer right here or something, you know, say like $600 you pay for that shit, they'll probably give you $150 for it if you're lucky.
hell
If that, if
Yeah,
that.
if that, yeah.
Man, that sound like some GameStop shit. Fuck all that.
Oh, yeah.
Some GameStop
Yeah,
stuff.
GameStop's the original gangsters.
Man,
Yeah, you
for
ain't lying,
real,
man.
bro.
Gouging pockets.
Hey, man, they done
Yeah.
fucked around and gouged 120 people layoff pockets, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Shutting them
Shit.
down.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
they ain't got no more money, man. All that fucking... I mean, you could buy a game for, what,
A lot of shit
$60?
streaming now, man.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, you know, buy a
Yeah.
game for $60 and then
Right.
fuck around and then try and take it back because you ain't fucked with the game and
They
shit.
won't take it back, huh?
Yeah, they'd be like, yo, man,
I'll
we
give
can
you
put you to-
$10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
$10
yeah,
bucks, so you
yeah.
can hit the store
Yeah,
credit for like
yeah.
$30 or some shit.
Yeah, that's some bullshit, man.
I'm like, I need money.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
I need gas. Like, fuck
Yeah,
all
it's
that.
fucked up, man. Yeah, I know. They've been like that for a minute, GameStop has, man.
Stupid.
Yeah, they're overpriced, you know, and they used to sell movies. They don't even do that no more. But I mean,
The
they
fuck?
they
They
stopped
sell
selling
movies?
movies like fuck forever now.
Damn, I
DVDs
ain't never
and
checked
shit,
the
you know?
movie shit.
Yeah,
Fuck
they
all
only got
that.
it now.
That sound like some
They
blockbusters.
might
shit.
got like some animates, maybe. You know what I mean? Because I mean that shit's
Yeah.
pretty popular.
Anime,
It
yeah.
goes with the fucking video games and
That's
cartoons
true.
and shit.
Yeah.
So maybe. But if they don't, then fucking FYE, they definitely sell animates.
Yo, FYE is the shit. I ain't gonna even flex. Yo.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
I fucks
The
with
fucking-
FYE.
The rap selection sucks, bro.
Wasn't that like, didn't it used to be Warehouse and they
Yeah,
changed
it was.
to
It was
FYE?
Warehouse.
Mhm.
Yep.
They fucking dope, man. It's crazy that you just talked about them and shit. Cause like in Denver, there was one on what is it, Colorado Boulevard, man, and like this whole strip pretty much had like a lot of businesses and shit. Like you can go to the lottery place and claim your lottery ticket over there and all that extra shit. But they had a FYE over there, and that shit been there for like shit since I was a little young jit and whatnot.
Right,
so
right.
like. When I came back, and I think it closed like 2 years after I came back and whatnot, like they finally like decided they couldn't sell no more and shit
Right.
and all this extra shit.
Yeah.
Like they was doing good and whatnot, but I don't know what the fuck happened. But they closed down, ended up moving like fucking all the way downtown and shit and
No
whatnot.
shit.
And I'm like, what the fuck, yo? Like
Yeah.
downtown's already packed, so it's just like, yo, what the fuck? Like this is crazy that I have to sit here and fucking, go all the way down here when I was like 10 minutes away from this motherfucker.
Right,
or whatnot.
right, yeah.
Like, crazy ass shit, man. But also, you should definitely, if you ever get an idea on like investing in some shit, invest in some motherfucking parking lot, like, spots and shit in Denver.
Like
Cause
some
like,
spaces.
yes.
Yeah.
Cause like, the motherfuckers is making bread. I used to know a homie who invested like 10 G's
Oh
over
hell
there
yeah,
and
man!
shit,
They're making all fucking clubs over there,
Bro,
man.
stupid
man.
shit, man. Made a cool in like I think $859,000 in a fucking year, bro.
Wow.
Like he
Just
didn't
off
came
parking lots?
off some fucking parking lots,
That's
man.
crazy.
Because it's I think it's like, well, from the ones that I've seen personally, like it's the one that he had was like 70 fucking for a day and whatnot. So it's $70 a day. And that's like, everybody going in and out and shit and all that shit and whatnot. So it was like 70 a day. There are others that's like motherfucking 130, 150 a day. So
Yeah, but even like at 70, he's probably in some pretty
Right.
prime real estate. He probably paid a pretty penny just for that
yeah,
that lot.
definitely
You know what I
paid
mean?
a pretty
Shit.
penny for it, but
My
he made it
neighbor-
back.
My neighbor got the tractor, got the bulldozer. He owns all kinds of construction
Damn,
things, right?
Shit.
So I'm just fucking plow over my house, bro, in the west, bro. I got a big enough lot right there. At least we could put fucking 20 cars.
Hey, for
There you
real,
go.
man. Make yourself some
100,000
money.
next year. You
For
know what I mean?
real,
Fuck
bro.
it.
Shit, probably more than that. Fucking
Yeah,
around,
no,
man.
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, everything's a monopoly these days, man. It seems like,
Easy
Everything.
bread, man. It's
Yeah.
easy to get bread anywhere nowadays, man. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy.
Well, I mean, I don't know about easy, but there's definitely platforms. You know what I'm saying? You go different platforms, different ways to get it now.
Yeah, there's
You know,
definitely different ways.
Because, I mean, if it was easy, there wouldn't be a lot of fucking homeless people and there wouldn't be a lot of fucking people struggling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if you're gonna put it that way, like the reason why I say it's easy because it's like a lot of people ain't got that train of mind, that train of
Right,
thought to
right.
actually go and get that bread,
No,
to
they
actually
don't.
go and do
Yeah,
that shit. Like
yeah.
if motherfuckers like, say for instance, a lot of people here, like a lot of people here are on fucking some sort of drug, whatever the fuck
Oh,
it is
fucking
and
A,
whatnot.
man. Yeah, most
Yeah,
definitely.
and I mean, at that point, they love that drug, so they gonna
Yeah.
kick it the whole fucking time
They're
on that
hooked.
drug. Yeah.
Yeah, they're hooked.
And
man.
they gonna give this person like whatever the fuck they got, $20 that they didn't panhandle all
Right.
day to go get some fucking food or whatever
Yeah.
the case may be to go
Yeah.
get this drug and be like, well, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you didn't have $20. You can go get yourself like fucking 4 or 5 Little Caesars pizzas and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Kicking
bro.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
I mean, it's especially with the platform we got today, like computers, everything
Right,
else,
right,
social
yeah,
media. Like,
yeah.
it's easy for anybody to get bread nowadays if you really put your mind to it and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I know people that get on Craigslist and they just peruse like the free section. They go
Mhm.
pick
Yeah,
it
get
up
the free
and they
stuff.
put it right back on there and sell it.
They
yeah,
sell it, yeah.
it ain't nothing
Yeah.
to do it. It's
Yeah.
definitely
I
not
know a
nothing
couple
to do
people
it.
did that too, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like it's like even going down what is it, Tully and whatnot, where that I'm trying to think where that Dollar General Market is at. The Arco on that street. There's a liquor store.
Yeah, I know where the Arco's at. Totally
Yeah.
in Bowen.
Yeah. Well, I guess a better thing would be to say like you remember where that
Oh.
dude got caught up. Where at
Are you talking about where Dee Dee's is?
Yeah, where Dee Dee's
Yeah,
is
on
at.
the
Yeah,
corner
where
right
that
there.
dude
Yeah,
got
yeah.
caught up with the gun and everything up in the Volvo and whatnot. He had a chopper up in there. He had a whole bunch of other
Oh,
stuff.
no, I didn't hear about
Oh man,
Yeah, I didn't
yeah.
hear nothing about that either. I might have, I
Damn.
don't know. Refresh my
You
memory.
probably have, but
Yeah, probably so.
the homie went up. I guess I was going to work. It was like 7 in the morning when
Uh-huh.
SWAT, all the cops was down there and everything, and it was like, just chilling and whatnot. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Because they blocked that whole other side of the street off. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? So I look, bro. They done broke into the homie's back of his like little Volvo and whatnot, and ended up pulling out a chopper, pulled out a couple of other guns and whatnot. He was just transporting that stuff in his like little Volvo, and he had it parked in his like I don't know if it was his parents or whatever, but it was definitely a couple of families up in there and
Uh-huh.
whatnot. But
So they were living in that fucker or what?
they was living up in the motherfucking house. I know that much.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He
that
had it
part,
parked
yeah,
there. Yeah, he had it
yeah.
parked there and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm like, and it was mad early, so I can only imagine, bro. Like he heard the crash and shit. Like woke up, it was like, what the fuck, yo?
Right,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
saw the SWAT, all the cops over there and whatnot. Like it was just crazy, man. It was wild as fuck.
Damn.
Like,
Yeah, no, I didn't hear that. When was that, man? How long was
oh
that?
shit, bro. Like
Maybe a
maybe
year
a
ago?
month. Nah, bro.
Oh,
it
it
was
was
like a
recently?
month, maybe a month and a half ago
Oh,
at
wow.
most, man.
Okay,
That was
yeah.
when they was doing, I think, that little not the Hell's Angels like cleanup, but they was like
Okay,
trying to figure out some
okay.
gang.
Yeah, I
thing and
did see
whatnot.
something about that
Yeah.
Hells Angels stuff. Yeah.
They was doing a little.
Was it part of that
cleanup.
or no?
I don't know if it was a part of it, but
You know what?
maybe it could have been
It could have
transported.
been. It
Yeah,
might have been, man, because
Because they were hitting like a bunch of different places simultaneously.
I heard
Exactly.
something about a Volvo when I was hearing about the Hell's Angel thing, you know?
that
But I ain't
shit was
gonna
crazy.
speak on the Hell's Angel thing. I'm good with
Yeah, they gonna keep all that,
Yeah.
to the
You know,
sidelines.
I
I ain't got no
respect for
time
that,
for
you know
that.
what I mean? Yeah.
But it's
Mhm.
crazy, man. Like just hearing all that and whatnot, I'm just like, yo, like.
Yeah. That's crazy though, huh? What do you think about that though, bro? Come from like Louisiana and shit.
I mean, it ain't nothing too new. I mean, I done seen some crazy shit, man. I
Of
done
course,
lived
of
over on the
course.
east side and whatnot. That's probably the worst side, like the
Mhm.
side that got hit by Katrina the most and shit. So
Oh,
they
yeah,
ain't
yeah,
never
yeah.
rebuilt Katrina.
So about around 2002 or so, huh?
Like 06, 05,
06?
06.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
man.
okay.
So, I mean, they hit Katrina. Well, when Katrina hit the east side and whatnot, that was like the big side
Yeah,
for
it
a
was
lot
about
of people.
06. Yeah, damn.
Yeah,
It's been that long already.
It's been
huh?
a while,
Yeah,
man.
wow, yeah.
And it's crazy because, like, that side, man, they had Jazzland, they had a fat ass mall. And I mean, even the people that were, like, really privileged and shit, they fucking come over
Yeah,
there just
yeah.
because of the culture and shit.
Right.
But now, man, like, the city don't even fuck with it no more. Like, they ain't got no housing over there like
Right.
that no more. Unless you already own the house, you had insurance on it, you could rebuild it and shit.
Is there a
But-
lot of like condemned buildings over there?
yeah,
Oh, yeah, man,
still with
yeah.
the X's
Yeah,
that
it's
show the
trouble.
amount of people that's
Yeah.
over there and shit and all that,
Mhm.
bro. It's like crazy, man. But there is a certain section like where all the like basketball players, all the people that's balling and shit, like it's a gated ass community on the east side.
They're
and
doing
it's
good.
just dumbass
Yeah.
mansions, like stupid big
Right,
and shit,
right.
bro. But it's crazy, man, because I'm just like compared to like people think that Canal Street, and all that extra shit, the Riverwalk, Bourbon Street, French Quarter, and all that is like the best places to be when you go down there. But I'm like, if you really go to the east side over there and shit, like you can get some fire ass po' boys, like fire ass,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
French, what is it, French fried crawfish, bro? Like shit is,
You like crawfish?
man, crawfish is the
Yeah.
shit, man.
You grew
I
up
mean,
on that. That's why. Huh?
I mean,
It's
that much-
basically like a little lobster. I mean,
pretty much, yeah.
Like I don't like what is like shit, man. It's more like a what? Not a shrimp. It's
It's like it seems
I call
kind
it
of
poncho, man.
Like
like
a
in
krill.
between a shrimp and a lobster.
Yeah,
Kind
kind
of.
of like a
Yeah, yeah.
krill, like a little baby
it's
krill
a little
and
small
shit.
thing though. Yeah. They're small. They're hella small.
But them
and-
shits is salty, man. You'll fuck around and get you like some damn high blood pressure fucking around with that shit.
Eat
Like,
too many of them, huh?
man,
Yeah.
like when I was going to
Crawdads,
school
there
down
you go,
there.
that's the word I was
Yeah,
looking for, crawdads.
yeah.
I fucking caught buckets of crawdads before, man, when I was a kid, shit, in the country.
Ooh, man,
Yeah.
I imagine that.
I I never got to eat them though. 'Cause my cousin, my brother, they ate them before us.
Hell yeah, bro. But them shits is salty, man. Like there's this store like right across from the school, and you can like get I think what was it, a pound of crawfish, bro, for like maybe $2.50 and shit.
Oh no shit.
Man,
Damn,
motherfuckers
damn.
at that school be eating that
Yeah,
shit
hell
up,
yeah,
bro.
hell
And
yeah.
I'm like, this shit is salty.
That's cheap
like,
Yeah.
food, man.
Yeah.
Well, plus you're paying for all the shells too, right?
Yeah,
Right,
pretty
right,
much,
yeah.
pretty much. And it's like you gotta take.
You can actually, you know what I mean, since you guys are all so used to it, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
This is your land, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
You guys know how to catch them all the time.
That's true, man. But I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
most of the people don't even catch them, bro. It's
Nah,
crazy
they just
because
buy 'em
they'll
at the
fuck up.
store
Yeah,
now.
they'll just
Yeah.
buy them at the store. I mean, you really got like if you really
Let's
catching
get
them.
fucking backwood Louisiana.
Yeah,
type
that's
cats
what I was
up.
just about to say.
Yeah.
You hit the fucking bayou and
The
shit,
bayou,
where like they
yeah.
be, throwing fucking bodies and all
Right.
that to the
Yeah,
alligators.
right,
like,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where you could really catch it.
Them
But for the
crazy
most
fucks
part,
are, man.
man,
Yeah.
I didn't seen a couple of them down
I
there.
bet,
I
bro.
don't fuck
I
with
bet.
it. I try not
Yeah.
to go down there at all, man, because it's like it's certain areas down there and shit where it's like they fuck with you. And then there's certain areas where they don't fuck with you at
Right,
all.
right.
It don't matter what color you are. It don't matter what you doing.
Yeah.
Like, if you, like you said, if you're not a part of that town, you're not a part of that
Oh
area,
man, yeah.
they not fucking with you at the
Yeah.
end of the
Not
day
at all,
and
man.
shit.
Everything's
So,
shut down for you.
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much, man. Like, you
Yeah.
could fuck around and go ask for a gas station. Regardless of how much gas you got in that car, they can even look at the shit and be like, yo, damn, you pretty low on gas and shit. And they be
Right.
like, you know what? I don't know where the gas station at. And granted, though, there ain't no motherfucking cell phone reception there, so you
Oh,
really
yeah.
can't just look it up and shit. So you gotta
Yeah,
go
yeah.
ask. So like you'll fucking drive around till you pretty much low on gas and
Low
shit.
out, yup, empty.
Yeah,
Driving on fucking fumes.
pretty much.
Yeah.
You'll find a fucking gas station and be like, damn. I was just talking to this motherfucker 20 minutes ago, and the gas station was 5 minutes away from where this motherfucker was. So it's like,
So you've been in like the bayou area and all that?
yeah, man, it's definitely it's nice. Like as far as scenery, like it's definitely nice, man. But the people there, like it's their town. That's where they from.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
probably
most
look at
definitely.
outsiders kind of weird.
Pretty
Oh,
much.
yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
At the end of the
Yeah.
day and whatnot,
Yep.
like ain't really nothing you could do about it and shit. It's just like, well, that's the way you feel, man. That's the way you feel at the end of the day. Like I can't do nothing else about it. But I prefer to you to be nice and shit. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
I ain't
Show some
from here.
respect, some
Yeah,
fucking
I ain't
manners,
from here
man.
and shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm just like,
Right.
look, man, I'm not coming
Wow.
to you all crazy and shit. Like
It's just they're born that way, man. That's where they're born. That's where
that's
they're bred,
crazy,
you know
man.
what I mean?
It's definitely crazy,
You gotta
bro.
think, man. Like fucking, probably like 98% of those motherfuckers don't make it anywhere from there.
That's true. You definitely right.
You know
You're
what I mean?
definitely right,
They
man.
stay stuck in those roots, man.
You
'Cause that's all
definitely
they
right.
know, bro. They don't. It's either they can't afford it, or the family's fucking roots are just in
Grounded
their
in
that,
history,
yeah.
man.
Especially those swamp people,
Right,
they're just used to
Man,
catching gators and
Right,
Yeah,
yeah,
for
exactly.
crayfish and
Yeah.
real, man.
You bring a fucking swamp person, you know what I mean? Fucking from the bayou and shit,
Mhm.
catching alligators and fucking killing snakes and shit, you know what I'm saying? To survive, right? You bring them in the city over here, say fucking, you bring them to Sacramento. What the fuck they gotta do in Sacramento?
I don't know if they make it in Sacramento. Fuck it
That's
around.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
for
Yeah.
real, man.
Yeah, that's
It's-
just, I was just fucking use that as example, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
no, I feel it, man.
Yeah.
I definitely feel that shit. I don't know, like the area in itself, like you could do a lot as long as you don't run into a certain amount of people.
Right.
Like pretty much, like that's the only thing at
When,
the end of the day.
when Hurricane Katrina came around, you know what I mean, and there's so many victims that fucking was victims of it.
Mhm.
Where I live in the West, man, like 2 houses down from me, the government fucking put these people up in this house, this 3-bedroom house and shit, and so they tell me stories about it and shit, and
Damn.
how'd they get out here? They fly? They
real,
fly them
for
out
real.
here,
I
or
think they flew out here, yeah. I think they flew out
Yeah.
here.
stick them on Greyhound?
I believe that shit.
I mean, pretty much at that time, when the fucking hurricane came through and there were so many people that were out in houses and
Mm.
homes and shit, pretty much I think anything, fucking cars flying, trains, buses, whatever, man.
Pretty much,
Planes,
man.
trains, and automobiles, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the automobiles, like you couldn't even, because most of them people's cars was like
Right.
underwater and
Right,
shit.
it's in
So
water.
it's like,
yeah.
yeah, like I
Yeah.
think for the most part, because I would like, luckily me and my family ended up moving. It's crazy, bro, because it's definitely a blessing and whatnot. Like we ended up moving like maybe a year before Katrina even
Oh, no
happened.
shit.
Like we moved
That's
to
pretty
Denver.
close, though,
Yeah,
huh?
man, it's
Yeah,
mad
pretty
close.
close,
Like we
yeah.
moved to Denver. My dad got like a job for Whole Foods as a regional manager and whatnot. So like we was really kicking it and whatnot. And like when we saw that on the TV, I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Right. I bet you were tripping, huh?
bro, I was because
Yeah.
the area we
He
was
like,
living
I was
at.
just there 6 months
Yes,
ago.
bro,
You know what I
for
mean?
real,
At the
for
football
real.
field, you know what
Like
I'm saying?
I was really
Yeah.
kicking it like
Yeah.
out there and
I would
shit.
too, man. I'd be tripping.
And I was like,
Yeah.
damn, yo, that's a straight blessing. And, you know, going back and whatnot, because we had to go see my grandmother and everything, I was just like, the shit hasn't changed as far as the people.
Right,
like, they're
right.
resilient
It's
as
just
fuck.
the scenery change.
Yeah,
huh?
it's the scenery,
Yeah.
though. Like, everything is condemned. Like, you still got certain areas, like, certain shops that ain't even open no more
no
and
shit.
all that. Like,
Oh, wow.
and it's wild because, I mean, most people, like, there didn't really have insurance on most of their, like, places and whatnot. So it's like,
Flood insurance at there.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
who
So I
would've
mean,
thought
it was
about that
regular
shit?
insurance, like fire insurance, you know, burglary, whatever the case
Yeah.
may be. But as far as flooding wise, which I would
Right.
assume you would have that living near
Yeah.
a body of water and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, most people just didn't get it and
Now,
whatnot.
you think they had a problem like that before, like years before all this? You know,
I don't know
before-
about having like levees
Like,
break, but
yeah,
yeah,
I don't
exactly.
think so.
yeah,
about
but
I mean,
it's
that.
that's
definitely
kinda
in that like hurricane area though,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're definitely there. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's
exactly.
tropics, right? It's like tropic weather.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean,
So,
I feel like
it's not like tropics, like palm trees and shit, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
the same weather, you know. It's like
Exactly.
that climate. Yeah.
And I mean, the palm shit. Don't even get me started on the palm trees, bro. Them shits is fake as fuck. I'm gonna just keep it real
Oh,
on
yeah,
that
they're-
shit,
they're
bro.
from everywhere,
Stupid
bro.
fake, man.
yeah.
And it's like, you know, I first saw palm trees when I was over here, so I'm like, oh, this shit is cool as fuck. And I see
Why?
it over there. Yeah,
Because California
Yeah.
is the home and state of palm trees,
Yeah.
which really we're not, man.
yeah,
They,
exactly.
they only say that is because Beverly fucking Hills got all those palm trees on the that
that
down the
don't
road,
even
you know
that
what I mean?
shouldn't even exist on that little strip. To be
Right?
honest,
Yeah.
with you.
No.
yeah.
No, yeah.
Like I'm like, yo, all this shit is like
Thanks,
man made.
Tupac.
Well, like all this shit is like pretty much man made, and even for the people that like went there and had all this shit like
Man-made, yep, you're
destroyed
right,
and
bro.
whatnot
Yeah.
up in Hurricane Katrina, it's just like, all right, they decided they were gonna go back, but most of them didn't even rebuild half of the shit that they got and whatnot. Like most of them ended up like going into more like I would say lucrative things, which would be insurance,
Right.
cause like they figure, well, fuck it, if we gonna have another hurricane and shit.
Yeah.
Might as well fuck around, get into the insurance business,
Yep.
make people pay for all
Might
that
as
shit.
well.
And whatnot.
Yeah.
And sure enough, like you got motherfuckers that originally was making 250,000, 300,000 a year, now making over fucking millions and shit, getting into politics,
Damn.
all that extra ass shit and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, yo, like that's fucking
Crazy.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like there's a kid I went to school with, man. His pops like is a fucking district attorney and shit. And I mean, this dude, man, like back in school, man, like, you know, I ain't really talked to the kid and whatnot. Like, we weren't really close and everything. But I ended up seeing some shit a couple of years ago. Like, he ended up, I don't know what happened and shit, but he ended up, like, his baby ended up dying and shit.
Oh, okay.
But he let the baby, like, he put the baby in the crib and shit in the house and left him there for, like, fucking 6-7 hours and shit. Ended up telling the police several different stories of what happened to the baby. And then ended up getting convicted, but then got off mad quick and shit because his dad was a district attorney.
Wow.
And so now he fucking,
Power to be, man.
crazy
Yep.
power, bro. And now he,
Yep.
you know, in a whole nother fucking state and shit. The mom's still dealing with the fucking aftermath and whatnot. I'm like, damn, that shit's crazy,
That
yo.
shit is crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty much the worst thing you can imagine happening
Oh,
to you.
most definitely, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
It's crazy, man. You know, I ain't got no kids and shit, and I'm just like, you know, if that were ever to happen to me, like, I would assume you wouldn't do something like that, even if it was your fault. I understand you don't want to get in trouble and all that, but it's like, that's still your child at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, that's your flesh and blood. You shouldn't just act like it ain't a big deal because you feel like you're going to get in trouble and shit.
You know,
like,
man, it's like this. It's like you don't have to have a kid to have a heart, bro. You know what I mean?
man, that's true, man.
feel,
That's
you know what I
definitely
mean?
true. That's
you know,
definitely
you're a human
true.
being, bro. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're a decent human being.
Yeah.
Not a piece of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
goes to show you what, like, how certain people think and how they react, even regardless if it is flesh and blood and
Right,
whatnot.
right,
Like,
yeah.
It's just ridiculous, man.
It is,
like,
man. That's crazy, man.
it's definitely crazy. Like, I ain't seen a lot of shit in New Orleans, man, but I mean, as far as like coming here and, you know, a lot of people telling me like, you know, this place isn't that good. I'm like, look, the world ain't good, man.
Nah,
Like,
yeah, the world's ugly, man.
it's
The world's
crazy
ugly.
nowadays, man.
It
Like,
is.
a lot of people doing a lot
Yep.
of stupid ass shit,
Most definitely,
like
man.
shit that I wouldn't even think would even be possible and whatnot, especially in public places. I'm like,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
fuck, I gotta
Yeah.
come to fucking the mall. I gotta come to like a club. I gotta go to a store strapped up just in case a motherfucker want to
You
try
ain't
and take
lying.
me out,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and it's
Simple
stupid.
thing is going to fucking watch the movie. Like
Yeah,
that
like,
Joker guy, you know what I mean?
Man, and the homie ain't pleaded
Nuts, bro.
insanity on that.
Yeah.
So it's like he ain't even getting caught, and he's still up in the jail. Like I
Just
shit
waiting.
you not. Yeah,
Yeah.
still sitting up in there and
Trying to
whatnot.
fight it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Still sitting.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, damn, yo, and it's crazy because that movie
And how many
theater.
people you take out? Like 25 or
20,
something like that?
yeah,
That's
about like
crazy,
20
man.
something people and
Yeah.
shit. And the
Yeah.
crazy part about that,
Nuts.
man, is that this dude, like, me and my girl, we went to the movie theater a couple of times up in there and shit. And like, there's like that whole movie, that section of the movie theater and shit. Like, they didn't reopen that shit till like fucking maybe
Oh, yeah.
2 years ago, man.
Yeah, I
At
bet.
least,
Yeah.
just get people, just to make sure the
I'm
shit
surprised
wasn't
they
out of
even
people's
fucking
mind.
opened it, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
I
I'm
thought they were
surprised
closed
too,
it,
man.
at
They
least.
remodeled the motherfucker. Like, this shit got reclining
Like
seats,
fucking,
heated seats.
Yeah,
man,
right.
like,
Yeah, they fucking remodel it and shit like this shit never even exists.
Pretty much,
You know
man.
what I mean? This had never happened before.
Crazy
you know what I mean?
shit,
This
man.
shit you guys watch on TV too much or something. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
Yeah, they're
bro.
just trying to fucking cover it up.
Yep.
That's bullshit.
And the
bro.
crazy shit about it is, it's like
You know how many souls are in that theater?
a lot of motherfucking souls,
Yep,
bro.
most
That's
definitely,
exactly what I was
bro.
about to say, man.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yo, man, like,
Trapped.
and you look at the exits, and that's why I look at every time I go to the theater now. I'm just like, yo, if a motherfucker come through this exit, yo, I'm mobbing out. I'll purposely sit in the front of the fucking theater just so I can get to the, like, the back area of the shit to go back out where I came from and shit. Because I'm like, yo, I'm not about to get caught up on no bullshit. Because somebody else decided they had a bad fucking day and somebody did them wrong and shit. And I'm like,
It's
yo.
taking lives, man.
Yeah, and it's stupid.
I
I'm
had
like,
the same thought too, man. When I used to take my son to the theater and shit, when it first happened, right after it happened, shit, I was like, all right, man. So I map it out in my head, shit. You know what I mean? If something really did happen, you know what I mean? Hey, tell you the truth, man. There isn't shit you can do if you only got a gun, because this motherfucker got a 30-round clip already, maybe a 100-round drum. You know what I mean? And he's just shooting bullets right through the fucking seats. The seats ain't gonna stop bullet.
Yeah, just lay down flat on the
That's
floor
all you
on
can
that
do. That's
nasty ass floor.
Yeah.
The gum and the
You got a fucking
popcorn
milk
and all
nut
that shit.
stuck to your fucking elbow and shit.
Yeah, it's better than having a bullet in you. So
Yeah.
Hey, for
Yeah,
real,
man.
man. And I mean, the most crazy part about that is it's like, when you really think about it, most of these people that's really doing the shootings and whatnot, they ain't like the people that was doing the Columbine shootings. They ain't have fucking bulletproof vests. They didn't
Right.
have none of that shit. They
Yeah.
just coming in shooting.
Yeah, yeah.
So really, if
Rampage,
a motherfucker
man.
brave enough,
Yeah.
just shoot that motherfucker in the chest, shoot him in the head or whatever, it's done and over. But like you said, this motherfucker got a whole 30-round clip, if not more, and shit,
Right.
extended mags
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Yeah,
So
nowadays
it's like,
it's fucking 100-round drums,
Yeah,
50
man.
clips, you know,
Like,
banana clips, all that
and
shit.
I'm just like, yo, man, you got this shit, bro. Who the fuck is this shit? Like, just randomly off of that. And I mean, even like roaming around here and
Oh,
shit,
it's
you
not that
know.
hard, bro.
Yeah, it
It's
ain't
not
hard.
I
It
can
really
get
ain't
'em, I
hard.
can get 'em, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for real, bro. Anybody can get this
Yeah.
shit, but it's stupid as fuck that you can just go and get that, even shit that's military grade.
Right.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, military grade shit is not. It shouldn't be something that you should be able to use on a fucking street civilian, like especially for motherfuckers who got concealed
Well,
license
see,
and
that's
shit
the
and
thing, though,
whatnot.
man, is
Yeah.
that these cats ain't getting them from fucking stores and shit.
Yeah,
like
you
that,
already
know.
know.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you already
They
know.
get them from fucking homies or back
Well,
in
you,
the
you can
trunks
you can go online and buy like
Online.
Black
like the
market,
pieces here and some
You can
pieces
put it
here, and you
together,
put
yeah.
you put
You
your
put
own
it
stuff
together,
together.
yeah.
So
Even with the little
Yeah.
motherfucking 3D prints and shit.
oh yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
God.
I heard those are pretty inaccurate, but
Yeah, I mean, if you got enough targets,
You gotta be
or
close
wanna-
up.
Yeah.
Like one of those fucking old school 70s zip guns.
yeah.
One bullet and shit, you know what I mean? Hey, that's all it takes, those one bullet.
Hey, it is, man, but
You
it's
know?
ridiculous that's what like the world has
Little
come
fucking
to
wrist rocket.
nowadays. Yeah, that's a little fucking little slingshot on
Yeah.
that motherfucker, man, for real.
Yeah,
but,
no, yeah, you're right, bro. The world is fucking savage,
yeah, man, for real, bro.
It's ugly. It's hell ugly outside,
Yeah.
man, and it's
Oh,
not
no,
getting
I'll
no
get-
better.
I gotta get some ice anyway.
Oh,
Shit's
alright.
getting darker, you know, and then
It's
fucking,
getting real dark, man.
we're battling our own government. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. Yeah. I feel it, man. Alright, well, they're gonna go off to another journey on a mission, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw a little piece here. Welcome to the 209, home of the thoughts, crooked cops, and opiate robots, zombies, and ghouls breaking the rules in front of liquor stores, smashing windows, and snatching jewels. Thought I'd just throw that out there for you folks. It might get on there, it might not. Yeah. up, fill up.
Who's Philip?
Oh no, yeah, who's Philip? Yeah, Dave's not here, man. Who's Philip? Yeah, but yeah, man, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, that thing that happened at the mall, man, it's crazy, bro. Nuts. You got people over here, man. All right, we're at the Vintage Fair Mall, okay?
When
It's
was
Sunday,
this?
It's last Sunday. Well, yesterday, Sunday afternoon. It was like around evening time, still around 4ish, 5ish maybe. And you got people walking around. You know, it's 105 degrees outside. Cats walking through the mall with fucking hoodies, pants, and fucking gloves on. And you know what I mean? It's crazy, dude. It's like everyone else is walking with fucking flip flops, slides, tank tops, shorts. These dudes look like fucking Netherlands ski patrol. You know what I'm saying? They got gloves on, man. They got hoodies on. They got pants. It's 105 fucking degrees outside. That's crazy.
Yeah, that should have been the first warning.
Yeah, no shit. And there wasn't just like one of them. It was, I think, 4 fucking dudes. You know, and every time I go to that fucking mall, there's always a cop by that fucking Apple store. You know,
So there was
I don't
4
go
of
there
them?
often.
Did they?
Yeah, 4 of
Has
them.
anyone said what the motive was? They're just all trying to kill people?
Smash and grab.
Oh, you're talking about the jewelry heist.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the noise that people were hearing that was gunshots, it was from the fucking hammers or whatever they fucking smashed through the window and grabbed, through the cases.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you're at the ball, so I mean, shit echoes. So fucking that, pow, it probably sounded like a shotgun blast. And fucking the way shit's been so crazy these days, first thing someone's gonna think is someone shooting. Why not? You know what I mean? You're at a mall, you're supposed to be safe and shit, and it's all you're supposed to hear is people talking and fucking cash registers going ching 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 ching, right? Nah, hell nah, man. So I would have thought that too,
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard gunshots before, so I don't think I'd be surprised.
Yeah, many of them. I just heard some fucking shit last weekend, man. Saturday night, fucking by my house, all the time. So. But no, I wouldn't be surprised at the shots, but I'd be surprised at where it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like in the mall itself. I never heard a gunshot in the mall, except for on TV.
Yeah, also that little army man there's a bottle opener. If you don't want
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Oh,
Yeah, it's dope, look.
damn, man! I've been looking at the whole time, bro.
Yeah,
That's crazy,
yeah.
man.
I know. I was like, who brought toys?
Yo, that's cold, man. I like that.
Yeah.
That's definitely cold.
So you heard about that? Oh shit!
All right.
All right, got a little,
like
little
that.
noise effect going on.
That's for my DJ
Yeah,
dad bought it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah.
For
So
real.
that straight pride event, man. We were talking about that before,
Damn, what happened with that? I ain't even hear nothing
You never
about
heard
that
about
till
that?
today. No, I heard about it, but I ain't hear
Okay.
nothing about it here today.
I
until
heard
today.
a bunch of protesters showed
Yeah.
up, and there was actually more protesters than the
The straight pride people.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
And you know how I said it was a supremacist group last time? I couldn't think of the word but supremacist isn't the word I was thinking. It's more of a hate group. You know what I mean?
feel
It's
you on that,
against
yeah.
it's against the LGBT and TQ, whatever the fuck you want to call them, Z.
PLW.
Yeah, IOUY, and who knows, It's against their community, their beliefs and shit, Yeah.
I mean, if
But
we're gonna take
it is kind of like that though. It is kind of like the hate group's getting like a
Yeah.
supremacist group too, because one, they're a fucking bunch of Trump supporters backing them. You know what I'm saying? And fuck Trump. You know what I mean? I mean they had
Trill.
yeah, they had fucking signs and shit. You know what I mean? Support Trump. They had signs that say that we need to build the wall and shit like that, right?
Damn.
Yeah,
yo.
man.
Downtown?
I thought it was straight pride. Like, why are you guys bringing up walls?
what the
and
fuck?
Yeah, exactly. That makes no sense. Like, what the fuck's that got to do with gay people?
Damn,
You know what
I
I
ain't
mean?
even see
Yeah.
that shit, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
They started for like 100 people, and then went from 100 people to 200 people, right? And then the cops are called and shit. They're out on horses, they're out on motorcycles, on foot patrol and shit. Just make sure everything was cool, you know what I mean?
damn.
Then after
yo.
it's all said and done, this is all done in fucking Planned Parenthood, in front of Planned Parenthood, man.
McHenry or
Yeah,
where's
McHenry,
okay?
bro. Yeah. And
What?
then so when it's all said and done, both groups went their separate ways and they held their own fucking rally.
What?
Yeah, but no one knows where they held their rally, especially the hate group. It was an undisclosed fucking venue.
That defeats the whole purpose of what they was
So
going
when
on.
they say
there.
undisclosed venue like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Only certain people knew where it was.
Yeah, that's invitation right
that's
there.
I'm telling you right now, that was Nino's.
Yeah, no shit, yeah, which ain't too far from here either. Up the street, down the street, whatever you want to say. Yeah.
It's like a block away.
No,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly,
That's
man.
crazy, man.
Yeah, it's just crazy, huh?
I didn't know they was doing. I mean, shit. If you gonna live your life the way you want to live your life, that's the way you do it. At the end of the day, like, shouldn't be nobody to tell you how you do it, what you should do. You know how it should be done. But
No, yeah, I feel you on that, but with the gay pride thing and shit, you know what I mean?
yeah,
That's cool, the more power to them and shit.
Yeah.
But there should be ways they should address it.
yeah,
you know
you're
what I'm
right on
saying?
that.
There should be ways they should handle it in
Yeah.
public. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
you're definitely
not
right
trying
on
to
that.
fucking make no rules for them or nothing like
Yeah.
that. But you don't want to see your fucking 5-year-old kid fucking seeing a guy and a guy kiss each other and fucking eating chocolates together.
That's true,
you know what I mean?
man. You
On a
definitely
fucking
right on
park
that
bench
shit,
smelling
man.
flowers and
You're
shit.
definitely right, bro.
Come on,
It's
you know?
crazy that you say that, bro, because I had a homie, bro, close homie and shit. Like, this motherfucker still in Denver and shit, bro. He was like, man, I didn't even know gay marriage lasts that long, bro. He saw like 2 old ass couples, like,
Yeah.
just sitting out there, holding hands, walking down the street, making out and shit. I was like, damn, man. And because in this day and age, you really just see young people. Like, you don't really see like the older generation really doing it and shit.
But
So-
also, who knows when they got together? So
yeah,
so-
that's true. That's
I
very
heard of
true.
a dude that just came out. He was like 70 years old when he came out. I'm like, dude,
Damn,
you've
70.
been
COVID
struggling all that long.
Yeah, for
That would
real,
suck.
man.
He's been in the closet that fucking long.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but just imagine if you were, like, say if it was like a switch reversed, like to where more people were homosexual than
Straight.
people.
straight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So imagine going your whole life pretending to be homosexual till you're 7 years old before you come out as straight.
Right.
Like
That's crazy, man.
That's definitely.
But I
fucking
feel
weird
like
feeling.
at a certain point, like you should like,
That's a long fucking time.
yeah, like at a certain point, you should just be like, yo, man, like this is what I am. This is how I feel. Like I can't change this. Like, I mean, everybody does it on their own time and shit. At the end of the day, but
It's different, man. It's different because like we discussed this before on one of the podcasts. I think it was last Monday maybe,
mm,
and about how gay people are. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
how some are born gay mentally. you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
mentally, yeah,
Mentally they are born gay,
Mm.
and them the ones that are born gay, it's not like an act, man. You know what I mean? They don't even fucking put it out there like that. You
Yeah.
know? Then the ones that are just claiming to be gay, well, they're gay evidently.
Yeah.
Right. But they weren't born; they chose it. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
exactly.
And-
well, it's so there's people that feel like they're born gay, and I believe them.
Right.
And there's people that also there's the nature nurture thing. So if someone was like on the verge of being gay, I feel like if they have certain experiences that could push them over to that edge of
Almost definitely.
embracing
Yeah,
it or
yeah,
whatnot.
Yeah,
and
most
whatnot.
definitely. Yeah.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
definitely
that's
true.
Definitely, man.
And I mean, but you gotta also realize, like let's take women for example. Like, nothing against women and whatnot, but for
Right.
the vast majority of the part and whatnot, like most of these women out here are thinking they are either gay or bisexual after a dude then fucked them over, or they got a
That
kid and
happens-
shit.
that happens
Yeah,
a lot, bro.
or they have a
I've
kid.
known a
Yeah,
couple of 'em
yeah,
like that.
exactly.
Yeah.
I know a
They
shitload of
were
them.
married or they had a kid.
Yeah.
Or, yeah. I know
And
a
the
couple
dude
of 'em
fucked
like
them
that,
over and shit. Now they're like, oh, well, I'm gonna just go fucking try out girls. Well, I'm fucking gay. I'm bisexual.
Right,
Like,
right.
bitch,
You
you
know,
don't know
I
what
don't-
the
Don't have
fuck
the
you are.
dick already.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I
like-
mean?
I don't think they go like looking for it, but those ones that probably already have this gay girl that's
Girl
a friend.
thing inside.
And
yeah,
so she's
already.
like in her ear, like, hey,
exactly,
try this.